Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Doc Severinsen along with Tommy Newsom and the NBC Orchestra, inviting you to join Johnny and his guest, Tony Bennett, Arlene Galonka, comedian George Wallace, and Martine Sage. And now, here's Johnny.
I'm just number one on your list of things to be thankful for. Let us bow our heads and I thank the Lord for the jokes we are about to receive. I couldn't even get the benediction out, could I? Now, before I start the show, first of all, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for coming. I mean that. Now, this is a good chance to set the record straight. Do you notice who's working on a holiday? While David Letterman, Bill Cosby, Bob Newhart, John Davidson, and David Brenner are home with their families, I'm here. That's right. Of course, I only work holidays. That's it. Hey, you sound in a good mood. Have you had your Thanksgiving dinner already, or are you going to do it later? After this? Okay, all right. Anyway, Ed is back in New York. Did the Thanksgiving Day Parade today.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Macy's Day Parade.
Macy's Day Parade. Doc is over here, and Mr. Excitement. The only man I know who on Thanksgiving asks for brown meat. All right, Tom.
Good.
You know, I'm from the Midwest. You know that. You're up from Oregon. Don't you get wax sentimental this time of the year and get homesick? Yeah, I do. My memories take me back to the plains of Nebraska, where I grew up as a youth. That's right. And I can never forget a girl I went with. I met there at Thanksgiving. She was an Indian girl. Yeah, they have a lot of Indians back in right here. Princess Dying Rabbit. I'll never forget her. No, today, the entire Carson family gathered at my home for it was kind of like a Norman Rockwell portrait of Thanksgiving. You know, we had the turkey, the pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, the elderberry wine, kids at one table, the adults sitting at the other table. I heard it was fun. I was at the Mom Maison with Swifty Lazars, so I missed it, but I understand it was a lot of fun. See, my turkey is coming earlier than I thought. I actually decided to do some cooking this year.
Is that right?
I do, yeah. So, now, come on. Oh, for this joke, I decided to do some cooking. And I tuned in Julia Childs. Well, she's good. She was demonstrating how to cook a turkey. I left her room for a moment. My wife came in, Joanna, turned the show to General Hospital. And I didn't know that. And I came back in and ended up giving the turkey a hysterectomy. You know, most people every year have Thanksgiving, right? But very few people know much about the bird at all, except that it's very ugly. And it tastes good. Did you know that the male turkey has a harem of 6 birds? Yeah, that's true. Well, look, you can hardly blame the tom turkey. He knows he's got 1 year to live. Why, you know, why betroth yourself just to one bird? And when they make love, I understand the tom turkey closes his eyes and thinks of a swan. See, Thanksgiving in Beverly Hills is a little bit different. The housewives pick their turkey out of the supermarket and they rush it to the plastic surgeon to have the neck fixed. Did you watch the parade this morning? How many of you saw the Macy's parade from New York? It was lovely. One thing disturbed me. As you know, this is ratings month on television. And the networks do anything to kind of spice up the programming. And it was a nice parade, but I wonder what the kids thought of that giant, inflatable Raquel Welch balloon that they brought down Fifth Avenue today. As a matter of fact, I wonder what you thought of it. Matter of fact, I'm wondering why I thought of it. You know, I feel like I'm in the black hole of comedy where it's so, the gravity is so that laughs cannot even escape. Did you have any, you know, I hate to brag about my heritage, but it just occurred to me, it's Thanksgiving. My great-great-great-aunt, Lucretia Carson, came across on the Mayflower. And because of that, she got to sit at the captain's table. She also came across at Plymouth Rock and came across many other places, but she's a very loose woman, Lucretia, but she... Okie dokie. You know how the first Thanksgiving came about? Most people don't. This little historical lesson. When the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock, an Indian came to one of the Pilgrims as an act of friendship, bearing a turkey. And the Pilgrim said to the Indian, "What am I supposed to do with this, you heathen?" And the Indian said, "Take it and stuff it." And most people don't know. I understand President Carter even got into the spirit of Thanksgiving today. He got on the hotline to call every country in the world that supports America. Ran up a phone bill of about 35 cents. Nice. Jerry Brown celebrated Thanksgiving. He had friends over. He had Linda Ronstadt and a group of friends over to his pad, but unfortunately, Jerry's turkey will not be done until the middle of July when the sun is hot enough to cook it. You're not sure? All right. Ronald Reagan got together, he's up on his ranch in California, and recreated the original first Pilgrim Thanksgiving. And he did it from memory. No calls, Ron. Tonight, we got a great show for you. Tony Bennett is with us, Arlene Galanka, George Wallace, and Bartine Zane, whom you meet. So we'll be back.